Hello everyone, I'm here today with another process video. I'm working on my 6x8 pocket page album from my summer trip to Europe, and I am working on Munich right now. That was our first stop. So Munich actually gets its own album. So that's what I'm working on, and I have some things here that I've already picked out. This is while we were sitting waiting in the airport to board the plane, and then once we were first on the plane. So I have a gate here. This was from our stop in Detroit. We flew from Minneapolis to Detroit and then Detroit to Munich. So this is our gate in Munich, and we were basically running. We had a 45-minute gap between flight 1 and flight 2, and flight 1 was late. So we were running. They held the gate for us, which was nice. And then I had this card already picked out because I knew it was going to match and I liked what it said. It fit our adventure. This is photo selfie, plane selfie of my friend and I in our seats on the plane. And I always have to get the, obligatory photo out the wing. So I have that. This is where we were seated once we were on the plane near a bathroom, which is always good. And then I want to incorporate this somehow. I just copied a part of my boarding pass. So it shows what seat I was in on the plane, and it shows our flight number and the date. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I want to put that in there. It needs to be backed on something, which I don't have at the moment. And then I need a card for down here, and I just don't know what that's going to be yet. But this is what I'm starting with today. And I think I'm just going to go left to right, and I'm going to find something fun to put over here, I think, or up here. There's a lot of dead space, so I need something to jazz up that photo. As I was looking for some stuff for this photo, I realized I wanted to make a switch of how I had these laid out. I switched these two because I found something that I want to use on this photo. Pack, go, repeat. That should be my motto in life. I love to travel. So I want to put that right here on the photo of us. But then if I had left this here and put something along the left edge, it would be stacked, which I don't like. So I'm going to switch that. And that kind of fixes that problem. And then I can still find something for this side. So I'll attach this first, and then I'm ready to go with the rest of it. I attached the phrase label over here, and then I found something for this photo. This is a digital element that I just printed at home, punched it out, it's ready to go, and it says international destination, which is perfect. And it'll help me cover up these people. I don't need to have them in my photo, so we're going to cover them up like so. And I may let this hang off just a tad and cut off part of it, or maybe I'll just do this. I'm not sure yet, but I liked it because it mimics the clock, which is a circle element, so that's good. But it's very blue, so I think I need some red. So I grabbed out these stickers that I have, and I think I'm either going to do this arrow, or I think it was on the third page, yep, or use these arrows and kind of tuck it underneath there because we were running and, in a hurry to get to the gate and all of that. I think that might work. So I'm going to figure out which one of those I'm going to use, and then I will put this card together. I've done this photo now, and I did decide to use the multi-arrow sticker, which I have there. I tucked it under this element a little bit, and I did decide to clip off just the edge. So I just adhered it, took a scissors, clipped off the extra, and left it. Sometimes I might put a staple in there, but there really isn't room. I've got that international right up to the border, so I can't do that. But I like the way it looks just the way it is, so that's fine. So that will go in this pocket. This side is probably done then. The only thing I might add is maybe a little something over here or something on this card, but for now I'm going to leave it. So that means I have to move on to the right side. And I think I want something here. There's a lot of dead space out the window here. It's kind of too plain for me. So I need something there. Not sure about this one. There is some dead space here, but I'm not sure what I could fit in between there because I don't want to lose the bottom part of the photo. And then I have this for up top, but I don't have anything else to go with it. So I'm not sure which of those I'm going to start with on the right side, but I'll pick one, and that's my next task. For this, I have decided I'm just going to use a piece of red cardstock, and I don't know if you can see it very well in this light. It's basil, I believe. It's got a texture to it. And I wanted to bring in more of that red because I have a little bit in my shirt here, a little bit here, but Delta, we flew Delta, and their colors are red, white, and blue. So I want to bring as many of those in as I can. So I'm going to adhere this to the cardstock, and then the other thing I found was this piece of flair right here, which is blue, so it works. And I think either I'll attach it like that. Well, I don't like that. When I see the Delta symbol next to this, it's like too many symbols. Maybe I'll do that, cover up the operated by, like that, or center it a little bit more. Well, I kind of like that. Let's see. That looks okay, I think. I'll mess with it a little bit, but that's what I'm going to do with this pocket, just so that I can use my boarding pass info. I decided to add some washi to this card. I thought it looked a little flat with just the boarding pass info and the flair, so I put a little washi on there, and I'm going to put this on top, and I really like the way that looks, and it helps bring in more black because this is black, this is black. I just thought it might help the overall design a little bit. So I did that already. I'm just going to attach the flair with some glue dots, and then this one will be ready to go. In this same pack of stickers, I found this one that says "On Our Way," and it's a very, very dark navy. I thought it was black at first, but when I held it up next to this, it's not. It's dark navy, which will work perfectly. And oops, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right up here at the top, and then it will take care of some of that dead space that I have in this photo. When I went into my stash of pocket cards to find something that would work, I found this one. Now, as you can see, there's a border around it. For some reason, I had cut this one too small. I don't know why. It was off just like by an 1/8 inch all the way around. So I mounted it on some just extra blue cardstock. I think this is old Creative Memories paper. I just put it on that paper because it matches, and I think that'll do fine. I realized that there's a geotag here and here, which normally I wouldn't do. I don't mind it here because I need circular elements, and look at it creates a visual triangle. How can you not love that? It's all good. So I'm going to keep this one, and that is where I will do my journaling. I will do that part after. I always have to think a little bit harder about what I'm going to say on here. So I will do that part later. And then I'm just wondering if I want to stamp something down here, maybe in this little space, or if I should leave it blank. So I'm going to think on that for a minute, and then I'll be back. For this card, I have decided I'm going to stamp down here, and I picked out this set. This is one from Allie Edwards. It doesn't have a name on it, but it says 35740. So if you like it and want to find it, it might be on her website. Sometimes they sell the older ones through Technique Tuesday, and I don't remember where I got this one, but that's the number. I'm going to use the Bon Voyage stamp. However, I don't want the lines that are in it. I just want the Bon Voyage phrase. So I'm going to have to use a marker, which I have here, to only get the lettering, which is fine. It's a little bit of extra work, but not that big of a deal. So I'm lining up my stamp here. There we go. These have never been used before, to my knowledge. So I'm going to ink the stamp. I'll stamp a few times, kind of just to prime it, and then I will put it on the card. So I did the stamping just now. Came out perfectly. Happy with that. Now I just need to clean off my stamp so the ink doesn't set on there. There we go. That part's done. And when I'm looking at this photo, I don't know, it still feels kind of boring, blank boring. I mean, I don't know that I need something on every single pocket, but you know what? Travel's what I love to scrap the most. Why not use all the things? I was trying to keep this fairly flat, but I can always expand album, options if I need to. And I want to use the fun stuff too. So I'm going to go in search of something that might work there, and we'll just see what I find. When I was searching through my stuff, I found I have this bag here of chipboard phrases. These are all by Tim Holtz. I found this one. It says, enjoy the journey. And I was thinking originally maybe I would put it over the exit sign so that you wouldn't see that. But I don't like that these are right up next to each other. So I think I'm actually going to place it down here in this dead space. There's nothing happening there, so it doesn't hurt anything. Plus, you know, then it gives me sort of that 3D element, and I like it. I like the way that it looks with everything else. Brings in a little bit more black, which is great. So I think I'm going to do it. All right, I put that on there and I'm loving it. So I think that was a good decision. So all of these have been put into the actual pockets now. So here's close up of the left side, close up of the right side. And there they are together. Another one done. I'm so excited to be working on this Munich album. It's fun already. Loving it. Thanks for watching, everybody.